I need to change my PNG.
I was gonna say you're very
Whatever you say,
bitey
breasty.
today.
Hey. Does
Breasty,
this make
Tara's
my
not here.
No, I was gonna say both of y'all are breasting boobily today.
Yay!
Well, yeah. They usually
Okay,
do.
Just back to two little guys. Two little guys.
Now I'm just sitting here.
Creature.
True creatures. Dos
Yep.
creatures. All right.
I mean, if
back
I
to the
really
spectral
wanted to,
twinks.
if I really wanted to mess with chat, I would just do this one.
Nice.
Both of those cameras are full battery.
Also cute.
I put brand new batteries in every camera.
Are you saying they're dead?
Adorable.
I've been with you.
They're full.
If I had a nickel for every friend VTuber that had an orange swimsuit, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's interesting that they both like orange.
Well, it's a good thing this one's red then.
It's orange, dear.
Oh, that's red.
That's orange.
It's red, hon. No,
red.
hon, it's red.
Man, that's red.
My hair is orange.
That's motherfucking
no.
orange.
It's
No,
really
red.
not. It's red.
Are we
It's
about
like
to have another
almost the same
Victoria's blue moment.
It's very much like the same shade as your top right now, hon. It's like that same level of red.
Send me that PNG.
Okay. Where did I put it? I think I put it in here.
Give.
Pulling up in clips.
Give. We're fucking dropping this shit.
There you go.
Where is it?
I'm on a really color accurate display too. That is red.
I see fucking orange. Why do I see orange? Hold on. Where is it? That's fucking orange! It even moves towards orange!
It's red.
It's red.
That's orange as fuck.
No, that's red.
Look at the fuck. Oh, y'all can't see it.
No, I have your stream up, but I can see it. It's red.
That is not red. That is orange. That is like a fucking burnt orange.
It's very burnt orange then. Like
It
Tia's
looks
hair
like
is orange.
fucking longhorn orange.
No, we do not. As someone who grew up with a mom being a diehard Longhorns fan and like half the things in my house being Longhorn orange, that is not Longhorn orange.
Fuck is the thing? Give me the fucking thing. That is not that far off. That's
Those are not
barely
even
lighter.
close to those are not even close to being the same shade.
Yes, they fucking are.
No, they aren't. Look at them next to each
I'm
other.
even looking at how much it pivots. It only slightly gets closer to yellow. They're barely different. They're barely. That's orange.
No, what you have there is orange. My top is red.
Yes.
Hold on a fucking second.
God.
Where is it? No, it's not a thing. Under pictures.
Tia, I think we broke Marin.
I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking
I can't
pissed.
believe it. I can't believe it.
Oh wait, I don't think I have any model images saved, so let me do this instead. Let's go with.
You were literally comparing red to orange. Thank you,
Those are
Obsidian.
two different oranges. Those are both oranges. That's bullshit. Oh, color
What's
theory.
happening? Oh, color theory. Yeah.
Oh, color theory.
That is not red. That is not fucking red. That is orange. That is orange.
I'm not.
That's red.
That is fucking orange. That shit is orange as hell. As a bachelor's in digital media and animation, it's orange.
I can't believe you spent that kind of money.
It's orange.
It's
Marin is mango red or
very
orange. Her
red.
face is red, her chest is orange. The
Yeah.
bird's face is red, the chest is orange.
I agree with this. My top
Okay.
is red.
Marin,
Is
Marin,
the
what
red and
color
white
is your
stripes the
shirt?
same as the frame on your overlay to you? What do you mean? The background's obviously red and yellow.
Yeah.
Or like maybe tannish because of the shading, but
I'd say cream.
Yeah. It's off-white of some variety, yes.
Yeah.
but Tia's top is definitely orange.
My top is definitely red.
It
it
is
is like
orange.
full-on it is
My
like full-on
shirt is
Mechanicus red.
Your top
Yes,
is
it is.
orange.
My top is red.
Compare your shirt to Tia's top.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna not do that. So I could sneak a picture real quick.
I was gonna say pull where there's not highlights. Also, if you double click on the color switcher in Clip Studio Paint, it'll pull up the like complex thing. It has an eyedropper tool in it, so you can pull from any monitor or any screen.
No, it's fine. I've devoted to doing it this way.
That's fair.
Because then I could also do side by side. That's not it.
Mm.
Oh, it did save it here.
I also need to go through about 65% of this battery before stream ends, or before I stream tonight.
Orange. Actually, when I'm looking at them side by side, yours looks brown.
They look like the same color.
No, they don't. I'm even
saying
looking at
the
the
same
ring of them
color.
right next to each other. That shit is not red. That shit is orange.
so close.
That is a dark
Those
orange.
are so close. Those are so much closer than the fucking Longhorn orange that you put up.
Yeah, but in the opposite direction. Where mine is definitely fucking red and yours is dark orange.
Mine is red.
Where's the fucking hex code for this?
Oh god.
I don't know how to check hex code.
To be
There's
clear,
websites for it.
my husband genuinely thinks I'm colorblind, especially with red in particular. So I'm just
Can I use
putting that
60,
out there
96,
because he and I have a
64?
running
No.
argument about whether or not a Jeep was yellow. And I maintain that Jeep was fucking yellow. He says it's orange.
Hold on. Can I get a converter of HSV?
Ooh. Sneaks this out there. Seth is doing chibis again
Oh shit.
on stream for $20.
Oh.
It's like the one that I had up earlier.
Hmm. That's not right. I was looking to see if there was a colored name for it. Because, you know, like the one in Cyberpunk has a name for shocking pink. Dark orange! No, wait, that's a different one. That's not the right numbers. Wait. Oh, it's barely
That was
off.
such a-
It's barely off. It's barely off on a hue. That 6 would be a 1. Go to color Hexora. Does it have a name? Name.
I want to point out the only ones who are winning right now are chat because it just means they get to look at boobs.
This is
Similar
true.
colors ranging from orange to red.
Yeah, because it's red. I think it
Color
literally
blindness
is the same.
simulator. Hold on.
I think it's literally the same red that I
None of
pulled
these none of
from
these look like what I see. Orange. Dark orange. Also, if I see Carrie exclamation mark clip on her delayed ass again, I'm gonna take away her privileges. I'll specifically make it so Carrie is excluded from that command. There's another goober added. Hi, Valk.
Hey, Valk.
Chat decided it was red.
Valk,
Well, I'm glad chat is almost always wrong.
Valk, fellow artist opinion. My top is red. Yes.
Shit's orange. Shit's orange as
It's red.
fuck.
Red.
Thank you, Valk.
I wouldn't doubt if Valk is colorblind, though.
Oh my god.
I've seen how
Leave the-
Valk does
leave-
colors.
Leave the rainbow shield maiden alone.
We're gonna get Red Claw in here.
the perfect fucking the perfect individual red claw. Deep orange, but orange. It's orange. Like that's orange
Look,
as
I'll
shit.
I will send him a link. I need to be like, Red, I need you to settle an argument for us.
It's like even this weird shadow on the sash looks orange to me.
No, that's like hella dark red. Wow, actually, with the white filling in the back, I bet it kind of can come off as. Actually,
Same fucking
Marin,
color.
what's the model of your display? I want to see what its delta E is.
Literally nothing changes here. The hue, nothing when I color pick it. It's the same
Yeah, no.
color.
Yeah, it's because I used the same color for it. Yeah, I just overlaid it.
That shit is
But what's the display? What's the display model? I'm genuinely curious.
it's a Samsung. I know that. I don't know the exact. It's a curved Samsung monitor, 27 inches. Let me see if I.
If you open up your system display settings, you can see what it is.
Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work. Display settings.
Mm-hmm. Just under Windows.
Under. What is it under?
Just under display, you go
Display
to
information.
Yeah.
This is monitor. Display 1, display 2. Do you want the numbers for it?
Yes.
C27FG7X. Lowercase x.
C27FG7X.
Lowercase x. That's the current monitor it's on. The other monitor also looks orange.
C2 or oops, I mistyped. C27FG7X. Yes?
Yes.
Oh cool. Yeah, that actually pulled it up.
The other monitor also makes it look orange, and it has different. It's already finished and colorblind people chose red. Yeah, I know, everybody's fucking colorblind. That's just
I mean,
orange.
I put that out.
Huh?
Keep contrast and black equalizer settings to their default. Any
Burnt
more than
umber?
75 RGB values near RGB 255 start to get rounded to 255.
Yeah.
According to
that's too
the rating
the burnt
on its
umber's too
calibration.
close to brown to be this color. Correct. People chose red. Bullshit. It's orange. I will die on this hill. That shit is orange as fuck.
I'm amused.
At best, like a blood orange or a reddish orange. At best, but it is mostly fucking orange.
It's red.
Hashtag team red, hashtag team orange.
I'm minding my own business here.
What are you finding? What did you find on the monitor?
I'm literally pulling it up right now. Oh, that's CFG 73. That's not the same monitor.
I can give you the other monitor that it also looks orange on.
Sure, just hand me one. Let's see.
So this one is LC27 RG50.
Also a
They're both Samsung.
is it a 505 or is it just 50?
It's just 50, if not an O.
Including results. Okay.
O is the last thing. Call me anything more people have issues with my username. Sessoff? Seshoff? Anyways, I do agree it's orange. Thank you. Welcome in. All right, how's this one looking? Team red. The colors are speaking. What the fuck?
I'm looking for, let's see, hold on, color accuracy.
I need to get my sound settings back open.
Do it.
High contrast ratio, good peak brightness, good. That doesn't help. It doesn't tell me anything. Why?
Anyone who chose red is colorblind. That's what I'm thinking.
So the majority of us then.
Not even super majority. Excuse you?
That's red.
That's barely a majority. Barely.
One's
by
in
1 point.
Chat. One's in chat
Makari,
if
get
it's
your
red.
ass in here. I have the shiniest meat bicycle. You what?
Oh, that's Borderlands.
Get your ass in here. We need somebody. Tia says that her swimsuit is not orange. It's orange.
red.
They said
say
it.
it's
They said
red.
it's not orange.
I say it's red.
It's orange.
Hey,
Armor code.
sex?
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Makari never change.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
This is why you don't get invited to things.
Fucking left.
Dumbass.
Wait, she's gone already?
Yeah.
That's a bitch.
Even played that and left.
That
literally came in,
bitch.
didn't pay any attention, and left.
That rattled bitch.
Go to bed, Kari.
Yeah, it's God. What time is it for you?
England
Okay.
time.
9:10 almost. Go to bed, old lady.
Okay, let's see. There's the Delta E logs. Okay. Ooh.
Delta P, Delta E.
Recap- Delta E.
Good.
Gamma
Delta
doesn't
P
follow
is
the
much
sRGB
worse.
curve, but is instead close to flat 2.1.
And she's
So most
deafened.
bright scenes are too dark.
I will go to bed whenever I damn well choose.
Go
Okay.
to bed, Kari.
Okay, bye.
Go to bed, old lady. Good night.
No.
What color is Tia's swimsuit?
I feel like I'm about to get gaslit.
What
It's
color
red.
is Tia's swimsuit?
No, I played the is it blue and black
No, this
or
is not what
white
this
and
is,
gold.
this is. I see one color. Apparently, other people see another. What color is Tia's swimsuit?
You were looking at the color?
What color
Yeah.
is Tia's skin?
Kari, just answer the fucking question.
What color is Tia's
No.
necklace?
I'm going to remain like the British Parliament and remain hung.
No.
Oh, so useless. Got
Yeah,
it.
useless.
Exactly, because if I voice an opinion, I'm going to upset someone.
Go
So I
on.
choose not to
Okay.
give an answer, and I will say it is a
Oh,
color.
yeah, because everybody loves fence sitters. Come on, bitch.
no.
Okay, so pre-color correction, you have a color delta E of 2.67. That's pretty good. But literally with just a little bit of correction, it goes to about 0.78. So if you've never done a color calibration, it could be off.
It's orange.
It's red.
That shit is orange.
That shit is red.
Quit straddling the fence and choose, Kari. I don't care how much fun you're having on top of that fucking fence, Makari. Answer the fucking question.
I choose to enact the silly defense.
No.
Your Honor, I am merely acting the sillies and taking the opportunity to enact my Swedish.
Sounds like the British version of fucking. Can we go back to Twink Paranormal? No, not until this is resolved.
Oh God.
Not until we get Makari's answer.
No, I want to see the Twinks.
Okay, then give
Well,
us
then
your
give an
answer.
answer.
Here, pardon me. Fucking color are they? What color are they?
Green. But that's not what we're talking about.
I once again repeat my statement. You're looking at the color. I'm confused.
Yes, this color.
Your Honor, I was forced to look at the titty.
Yeah. Now, what color is the cloth on the titty?
You know what? Fuck all of you. I'm gonna take a completely different route. It's
Blue.
no, it's
I mean, blue's right here.
it's
So I'm not wrong.
Hey, purple.
it's definitely
I'm going to become a creature.
Aren't you already a creature?
I'm going to become an extra creature.
All right, she's gone. Anyway, moving on.
Cool. We can go back to Twinks now, yes?
Yeah, we can go back to Twinks. Let me make sure I bring it back from full screen back to Twinks. Is it still select on Twinks? There's been... Okay, it's Twinks.
General consensus. It's closer to the it's closer to the red side of the SRG spectrum than it is the green.
Green? Wait, what?
RGB. Red, green, blue. It's closer
Okay.
to red than green.
Well, obviously it's closer to red. It's orange. It's orange. Of course it's closer to red than green or blue.
It's red. Anyway.
Red.
Fucking cunt.
We were just getting you so well.
I'm slightly salty.
It is like straight up Martian red.
The fuck it is Martian red.
It is actually
That's
like
reddish
full on
orange
Martian.
at best.
Prepared for it.
It's
Someone.
Martian
It
red.
most
It's the
definitely
color
is
of
not something that you can
Hector's
point
robes.
at and just be red. That shit is closer to orange, but does have a hint of red in it.
No, it's
Like,
red.
just a weird thought.
There's a fucking dodgeball.
Out of here.
I agree. I thought I was burning.
Oh, that's so cute. Let me give you a real one.
Sounds like it's like the sound of me going through the wall after eating one to the face.
Super wealthy, dude.
That's a dodgeball red. Nah, see, it
The
wasn't
dodgeball
maroon.
was definitely red.
Dodgeballs are maroon.
Yeah, I agree. Which way first?
The
Depends on the
fuck did you
dodgeball.
just say?
Dodgeballs are maroon.
Oh God. Here we
That
go
shit
again.
is red.
Yeah, that's red.
Okay, that one's red, but the ones in my memory are like maroon.
I
I'm
I've
convinced
seen
you
them
just
red,
see
I've seen
things like
maroon.
further closer to red or just darker than they are. Is this what alcohol has done to you, Tia?
I wish I had a beer right. Actually,
No.
beer for you.
No.
why not? It's 3 PM. I can have a beer.
No beer for you.
Do I need to go
Only
grab a
biscuit.
beer too?
Go get a beer. You've earned it. We've
Hold
been
on, I
working
gotta
all
do
day.
Squats.
Get a beer.
Merit and the guest are fighting again. Also, dodgeball
This is-
red. What color is the dodge?
Oh, right. I
Bob was
forget. They
also
haven't
thinking-
ever seen.
Dodge-
I forget. Your chat has never seen us play Mario Kart.
Oh no. I still haven't set up my
Oh.
capture card. Get out of the call.
either.
I didn't
We
say
need-
get out of the call. I just kicked you from the call.
Is that
come
what
back.
happened? I thought Kari just left.
No, I
didn't
kicked
realize
her.
you just threw-
Love you, Kari.
Just as she was about to give us an answer too.
I don't think she
That's
was ever going to
really
give us an answer.
funny.
She was going to give it. She was trying to be fucking. What is it?
You almost called her a cunt there.
No, I was trying to think of the. I was gonna say I almost said contortionist is what I almost said. Contrarian. She was gonna be a contrarian,
Yeah.
and she was looking for just a random color to say.